What's up, everybody? My name is Natasha Nicole and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on natural sewing. Some people call it a partial sewing, some people call it traditional, some people just call it a leave out sewing. Whatever you want to call it, at the end of this video you will know how to make it look natural. So what you see me doing right now is taking 1/2 inch sections. My client has a lot of hair, so we want to make sure that we have full control and we're working nice and clean partings and smaller partings. I'm using the 24-hour edge control to keep that control over her hair while I'm braiding, so that hair is not all over the place. So if you have not yet subscribed, please do so and click the bell for notifications on any new videos that I upload. So, anywho, let's get back into this install. So right now I am taking some yaki braiding hair, and I am going to use this because my client hair is not coarse at all, but it's not fine. It's about medium texture, but to make sure that the braids stay in really tight, I'm just going to use some braiding hair just to kind of give it more of that coarse feel, so then that way it will last longer. A sewing should at least last your client about 2 to 3 months. That all really depends on your braiding technique, which is your foundation. How they maintenance it is really important as well. I do still get on my clients until this day, after doing hair for all of these years, that the hair is not yours technically. It's not technically growing out of your scalp, so you want to make sure that when you're brushing or you combing the hair, that you're not being too hard on it. As a stylist, do not be scared to inform your clients the do's and don'ts during their maintenance or during the time that they have the install in. So I took vertical partings and I'm just going straight down, and as you keep looking, you will see once I'm finished braiding this braid, what I will do next to make sure that we have a flawless sewing. So keep watching. Okay guys, so I wanted to come back on because I wanted you to pay very close attention to this braid technique that I am using. So what I did was, the first braid, I took the ends and I married it with the second braid right behind it, so then that way the braid is not hanging down. And I love this technique because When my client goes to put their hair in like a low to medium ponytail, they don't have to worry about any hair of their hair showing in the back. It will give them a nice, look, and it will be pretty much like flat, and that's what you always want to go for when you're doing a sew-in. A leave out is a flat surface and no bumps or lumps. So with this technique, you will be able to achieve that look if you are following the steps correctly. And you will see me keep doing this around the whole head. Even in the back, I just braid one braid, I marry it with the next braid, and just keep on going. Now, it is your preference if you want to braid it all the way down. Me personally, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending on how I'm feeling. But because I am doing small sections, I really don't have to. Either or, you really just don't have to. It's whatever really floats your boat. But I am like a tight braider, so either way works for me. Now, the next time I do this install on her, I do plan on using a net. And that will definitely make her install last way longer. I actually ran out of nets, so yeah, I couldn't use one and I couldn't make it to the store. But anywho, that's the main reason why I am using braiding hair too. Now I know some people is probably like, why is she using braiding hair when her hair is long as AF? And no, why her hair is long AF. I didn't have to use as AF. But anyway, why is she using braiding hair? And I explained that in the beginning of the video why I'm using it. But if I had the net, I would not have used braiding hair. Because that's what the net does. It pretty much will protect your braids. So braiding hair would have not been necessary. Okay, guys, got the whole braiding thing down packed. So now we are ready to go in and start sewing the hair in. Now, pay close attention to this part. When you are doing a sewing and you want it to look natural, the biggest part are the sides. That is what you mainly see when you're doing a natural sewing, that I feel like most people does not do well, and that's no shade, but I hate when I can see the braid, and I feel like you should not see no braids at any time during your client wearing a sewing install. So what I do is I take the track and I make sure I curve it around the braid. And I do that because, again, I don't want to see any braid on the side. So if my client is walking and her hair is flying, you should not see braids whatsoever. So the whole point of the track is to cover the braid. So that's what you want to make sure you are doing when you are around the hairline. That first braid, make sure that it is covered at all times. Okay, guys, got the whole braiding thing down packed. So now we are ready to. As far as my sewing technique, I like to constantly knot my thread. When I do that, that gives me more comfort that my sewing is going to last and it's not going to be coming out too early. The client will be complaining, calling me. I try to like cross all of my T's and dot all of my I's when I'm doing any service, because the last thing I ever want is a client calling me complaining about anything. If it's anything I strive towards when I am doing hair, it is that once they are out of my chair, I just want them to love their hair and not call me until it's time to get their hair done again. So yes, always make sure, and that's what I'm doing right now when I am wrapping the thread around the needle, is like securing the track. Okay, guys, we are getting closer to the top. We are almost finished. I wanted to come back on and show you this technique. So what I did was it's called the fold over technique. That's what I like to call it. So when I come all the way to the ends, I do not bring both of the wefts over. I only bring one. And then I meet the other one a little later. That's how I like to look at it. And that's hopefully a great way of explaining it to you where you will understand. But to keep it from looking so bulky around the hairline, this have by far been the best technique for me. So as you can see, right here I am holding both of the wefts. Both of the wefts was not pulled to the front. Again, I left one weft towards the back and only pulled one up towards the front, and now I'm going to marry those two together. If you keep watching, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Using this technique will definitely give you that flat surface that you are looking for, to give you that nice natural sew-in. So you just want to pull, you want to give it a lot of tension, so then that way your tracks are not sliding on your clients. And just again, constantly throughout the whole process of sewing the hair is just always secure the weft. Make sure that it's nice and tight and it's not going anywhere. Okay, guys, we are getting there. We are almost finished. All right, so I'm at the top. This is a very key point. I bring my weft and I cup it up at the top so that it falls towards the client's face. Now, sometimes people don't like the hair falling towards their face, but if you ask me, and sometimes I will talk somebody into it, but if you ask me, this gives you more of that natural look, because I hate seeing the client's hair and then weave. With this technique, you will see the hair just blending. It won't have that line of demarcation of the client's hair and then the weave, which will not give it a natural look. But with this technique right here, this will give you that natural look, especially when you go to curl it. Oh my goodness, it just will be just so flawless, and it will blend so perfectly. So again, I like to bring the hair forward towards the client's face. In a way, I'm kind of hiding her natural hair, but I like to leave natural hair up at the top. Again, that's a preference as well, but I just always think about wind blowing when I'm doing sew-ins. And when the wind blow, it don't care. It doesn't have a name on it. Like, the wind doesn't blow and say, okay, I'm not gonna blow her hair back and make it not look natural. Like, you want to make sure when that wind is blowing that the hair is just flying back and you do not see any tracks or any braids. So that is my reasoning for using this method. Check this method out, guys, if this is not something that you actually do, and comment below and let me know how it works for you and your client. You definitely have to try it, but if you don't use this technique already, but just bring the hair towards the face as you're sewing, so then that way when that wind blow, your client is not being exposed. Okay. want to point this part out. This is what I was talking about. As I'm pulling the hair back, you do not see braids. And this is what you want. This is exactly what you want. Again, if wind is blowing, you won't see braids, nor will you see tracks. So please, ladies, use this technique for now on if you don't already, because it will keep your client coming back for more. Trust me. Not everybody is using this technique, and I hate when I see tracks and braids on sew-ins. It drives me nuts. So I am right now blending her hair in. I'm just going in with my hot comb, and then I'm going to go in and hit it with a flat iron, just so that it's just nice and bone straight. And then that way it will blend in with the hair. Now, my client did tell me she got this hair from the flea market. I have never bought hair from the flea market. It actually didn't feel that bad or anything. I'm not sure like how long it will last her, but I mean, it did its job. She was like, it was like something fast and easy she could just pick up, considering timing. And yeah, this hair is flea market hair. So if you guys are ever in a rush or need some hair or something, this hair is from the flea market if you want to check it out. Okay, so I already started off camera curling her hair. I actually didn't notice I wasn't recording, but anyway, I'm going in with my nanos, my Bliss, Baby-bliss nanos. It is about like a inch and a half, and it actually has the curve on it, which I absolutely love these better than the straight ones. And I love them better because it makes it so much easier when curling. It has that bevel on the curler already, so when it comes to beveling the hair, it just makes it so easy and like less time consuming when it comes to styling the hair. But that is what I'm using, and not sure if they still sell them. I had this for like years and years, so I guess you could just go on their website and look. This is not a sponsored video, but yeah, that's what I use on all my clients. Even though it's great for beveling, it's still really good for straightening the hair too. Like, I use these bad boys for everything, and I absolutely love them. Okay, so she is all curled up. I'm just combing those curls out. She is going for more like a drop curl look. She didn't want anything tight, too tight or anything. She just wanted it to look a little natural with a little, you know, curl to it, which is my favorite anyway. I really don't like the prom curls as a everyday look. I like them more combed out, just like a drop curl. So when she said that, I was just like, cool. Like, I'm happy she picked that, because I hate those real hard curls, but hey, some people like them. But I tried to get a long view of how it looks, and I think it turned out really gorgeous. It looks so good on her. It looks very natural. Her hair is blended in like perfectly. Look at her checking herself out. That's what I go for. This is why I do what I do. It be that makes me just like love what I do, when I just see my clients looking in the mirror like, ooh, new hair, who this? Like, I love it. and I just love what I do, so it goes hand in hand. But yes, this is the end results. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you learned something, which is why I do the videos. But make sure that you subscribe, like, please comment, talk to me what you want next, how you like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See y'all. Bye bye.